If you have not tried Crunchyroll Premium, now is the time. You can watch old favorites like Dragon Ball Super, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, tons of anime from the past, present, and future, including right now, Jujutsu Kaisen and Dragon Quest Dai are all available on Crunchyroll. And with your premium account, you get to watch them an hour or so after they air in Japan. Give it a shot right now for free at crunchyroll.com/geekdom. I will leave a link down below for you to check out. Granolah is now the strongest in the universe outside of the gods, even though some folks seem to believe that he has gotten some godlike abilities, which we'll talk about here on this video discussing Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 70. It's been a couple of days since it's come out, so I'm assuming that most of you guys have already had a chance to read that manga, and I want to go a little bit more in depth into some of the things that we saw in the chapter involving Granolah himself and his new powers and what he may now have access to and what he may not have access to. And this is a developing story, so obviously the arc that is still very young and it's still evolving, so we're not going to have all the answers until the end, and even then we may not have all the answers. But here, joining me to discuss it, please welcome back to the channel, the power scaler extraordinaire, MJ. Who would have thought that you'd ever have a guy wish to be the strongest, bro? But he did it.
He did it, man. I mean, we've talked about that before. How come people don't do that? But I guess he did it. I'm still kind of torn on that, by the way. You know, I don't necessarily like it, but at the same time, though, I guess it is kind of smart. Like, why haven't any other person done that before? But whatever.
It's true. Well, I mean, I guess with the Super Dragon Ball, somebody could have really made now maybe they'll get inspired by him and maybe done something really scary with Super Dragon Balls and made a scary wish now.
That's
and
true,
go
yeah.
Beyond the gods. I want to be the strongest in the multiverse. Then what happens?
If anyone can grant a wish that affects the gods, it's obviously going to be the Super Dragon Balls. You know,
that's
Zerama.
what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
if we ask for the super dragon to be the strongest in the multiverse, that means that Zeno might be in trouble. I mean, who knows? But
and plus, at that point, you're counting fighters from all over the multiverse too, not just Universe 7. You know,
everyone. Yeah, it's gonna be quite the story. So Granolah. All right, now I discussed in my manga review that Granolah's the strongest for right now, but that doesn't mean he'll be the strongest, for the rest of the arc, because Goku can surpass him, maybe Vegeta, maybe even Broly, even though I don't think he's going to be in this arc. He might be, we don't know yet. And the reason why I say Broly is because Broly surpasses people very, very quickly, as we saw from the movie. Right. He grows faster than anybody, except for you when you're, Anyways, no, but what I wanted to say was, we saw Granolah do some pretty interesting things in this chapter, including in one panel, which I'm sure you'll show on the screen right now. He took a rock and destroyed it. And there's people now who are saying this is a Hakai technique. Now, there's no evidence at all to show that it's Hakai, with the exception of how it was drawn. He didn't actually say the word Hakai. Right. He did not learn the term Hakai. He has
no god training at all, to our knowledge.
None that we know of. The only god he's ever been around is, if you want to count him, is the Namekian that made the Dragon Balls on the Cereal Planet, but even he is only a lower tier god. And we found out earlier in this arc that Beerus, the god of destruction, can teach you Hakai, but not necessarily like anybody else that we know of. Maybe Whis, but probably not, but probably so. Right. I mean, Whis knows everything, but the Namekian probably has no idea about the Hakai. And, I'm not against Granolah learned the Hakai, but there's just not enough evidence there, I don't think, to where we can say for certain that it is the Hakai. And our good friend Prided said that it might be entropy, which is his way of saying the Hakai without saying Hakai. I don't know. I don't know if there's not enough evidence for me yet.
The only thing that would suggest someone that can do the Hakai without training for it would be Goku. But even the version he did, he said that he messed up on it or that it wasn't completed, because we know Beerus didn't teach him. He just copied it. He mimicked it. The thing that we've seen Goku do since the beginning of Dragon Ball.
But has Granolah ever even seen a Hakai before?
We've never seen him even in the presence of a god of destruction, or let alone any other god besides the one you mentioned, the Namekian on planet Cereal or whatever. With that being said,
there's not enough evidence. Not enough evidence yet.
And also, the reason why we're bringing up the Hakai is because I have made a tweet after reading the chapter, the entire chapter, with our friend Keelan, aka Prided, and I had like a question mark in there because I wasn't too sure. The thing that pointed
your tweet is the first thing I read, bro. Because I know after the chapter
I know you
comes
jumped
out,
in, everyone else jumped in. So
everyone's saying, because every month when the chapter comes out, everyone says some wild ass shit, and I had to go in there and look real closely and be like, okay, what the hell? What is this about? And I never thought it was a Hakai.
So I will say this now. Whether you lean on the idea that it is a Hakai or not, I mean, guys, you can comment down below on this video. Let us know what you think. You know, what side are you on? But at the end of the day, though, it's something else other than a ki blast. We have to know that for sure because the AI oatmeal, which the names in this arc are fucking ridiculous, man. Oatmeal, gas,
Dragon
oil.
Ball, the whole series is like this, though. Whole series is like this. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, bro.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo, yeah. Pocus. But anyways, so the AI oatmeal, we've seen the AI, you know, visualize, you know, Granolah fighting. We've seen them bear witness to Granolah using ki blast, yet they have no idea what he's doing. He then goes on to fight oil, which you'll get into in a second, and he uses something too that he disintegrates into dust, and everyone there doesn't know what it is. Someone even kind of thinks it's magic, that it's not even ki, like it's magic or whatever. Even if it's not the Hakai, I can see a gag totally happening, like in one quick panel of like him disintegrating something from Vegeta. Goku be like, is that the Hakai? And Vegeta like, no, you idiot, that's not the Hakai, you know? Something like that, because it does bear a resemblance to it, to some extent.
And if it ends up being the Hakai, the only thing I'm going to be curious about is, since when can this wish-granting dragon give you knowledge as well as power? Like, obviously he wished for power. He wished to be the strongest in the universe. He never wished to be the best fighter or have the most knowledge. Now, if he really does know the Hakai, if that is the case, then that makes him much more dangerous than we had even anticipated, because that means he probably knows other things. Does that mean he knows time reversal like Whis? Like, does he know all that stuff now? Like, the sky's the limit with this guy.
It opens up a whole door of possibilities. You don't know what he has, you know.
We've seen some OP characters, bro. This will be a different level. Now, at the same time, though, it did appear like he learned how to sense ki, but the difference is that learning how to sense ki, right? Obviously, as a character in Dragon Ball, you can learn how to sense ki because Vegeta learned how to do it. He saw the Earthlings do it. He learned how to do it. And then Gohan had to learn how to do it. Everybody else knows how to do it. It's just you learn how to do it. But with, and Frieza didn't even know how to do it. And then we made that video, you and I, about how he apparently learned in the Resurrection F arc, not even the movie.
Herms clarified that he could sense ki, which is not just ki, God ki too. So that was very weird.
Huge plot hole. It's Toei adding stuff that wasn't in the Resurrection F movie to confuse fans, which still irritates me. I cannot stand the Resurrection F arc because of how many things they added that wasn't in Toriyama's script. They changed
a lot of stuff in the beginning of that, like the movie retellings and the Universe 6. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but luckily, when we got to Universe 6, it was a little bit, that arc was more Toriyama's flavor that we know of. But anyways, that's besides the point. What I was going to say was, the difference is that with Hakai, that's a God of Destruction level technique. And if Granola's never even seen a God before, or even seen the Hakai before, then that makes me think that it's not the Hakai. Again, it could be similar, but I don't want, it's just not the Hakai to me. We need more evidence. We need more. I could be wrong. We just need more evidence. But he did learn how to sense ki.
I don't want this video to go on for too long, obviously, but one thing I want to bring up is a theory of mine that I had about Granola's power. Now, obviously, this was shut down in this chapter because the dragon specifically said, I will make you the strongest in the universe apart from the gods. See, remember, Shinron had knowledge of Beerus. Remember when Shinron saw Beerus, he's like, oh shit. And then he's like, okay, let me grant your wish and I'm out of here.
Absolutely.
I was assuming, this is my assumption, that the reason why Granolah was going to be a problem for Goku and Vegeta was that this dragon was also going to have knowledge of Beerus. And in his head, the strongest fighter in the universe is that universe's god of destruction. So I thought he was going to make Granolah as powerful as Beerus.
Or the angel.
That would have been a problem for Goku and Vegeta.
Or the angel.
Or the angel. So that's what I thought was going to happen, but that's not the case anymore. You know, obviously with the dragon statement. Nonetheless, he is the strongest mortal now, according to the dragon. But like you said, that could change for any given Sunday. Goku's going to keep training.
Any given Sunday, yeah. And Goku, he might be the strongest now, but Goku could surpass him at any point. That's one thing they made very clear to us in this chapter. But I feel like seeing him kind of dismantle the heaters didn't really have much of an effect on me. I mentioned it in my review because we don't know much about Oil and these characters. We don't know anything about them really, except that they're just intergalactic mobsters. We don't know anything else about them. And we don't have a frame of reference for how strong they are. Like, we know Frieza, we know Goku, we know Vegeta. We've seen what they can do in previous arcs, including the Moro arc for the last two, and nothing about the Heaters. So
the Heaters, they're feetless. They have no credit, So
because of
no juice, bro. They got no juice.
Right. It's like beating Zack Ryder, bro. Like, it doesn't mean anything. So to me, it didn't mean anything. But it was more so about the shock. I thought it was more so the shock of the Heaters looking at Granolah and saying, this is a different guy than who he used to be.
Literally from just a few days ago when he was there, like completely different dude. So I actually want to put you on the spot. I have a question for you, and this is also for your commenters. We're here to talk about techniques, newfound abilities. It's obvious that he learned something new, and then also it's made apparent by the Namekian that he knows how to sense ki now. You as a fan, as a viewer, if you had to think of any technique for this dude to have now, I know we've seen pretty much everything under the sun from Boo to Moro, but what technique would you like for Granolah to have? Like any technique it could be. I kind of have my own that I'll get into in a second, but what do you think?
I have one, bro. And this will pop you. Force Spirit Fission.
Shut the fuck
up. Wouldn't that be funny?
That would be fire. That would be fire, actually.
That would be comedy if he had Force Spirit Fission.
Mine is, remember how the Cerealians have like those special eyes? I have a feeling that the dragon amplified like the accuracy of his eye because how he was a good sniper before. So I think that good accuracy is going to combat Ultra Instinct. Like, he'll be able to see the precision of Goku's attacks and stuff. Like, it'll be like a direct counter to it. So
remember when Cannabis had that one battle with Disaster, and he had that line where he said, "You just the what do you say? You just the funny guy with big brown honey eyes." You remember that?
Yeah,
it was terrible. The end of Cannabis' career right there. But
is Goku gonna pull out a notepad, dog?
That'll be the end of Goku's career, bro. Toyotaro should pull one out when he watched these videos, bro, because we don't know where this is going. Then again, Toriyama's writing this arc, which is probably why the pace is so fast. I mean, Granolah's already the strongest guy. He's already on his way to, well, we don't know exactly where he's going yet. I mean, we have an idea. We don't know exactly where he's going, but he's on a one-way collision to eventually meet up with Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta at some point. It's already been teased. So let's see where that storyline goes. As far as abilities go, though, he grew the long hair, which was kind of a weird choice. It doesn't make him a Saiyan or anything like that.
How the fandom thought, he was a Saiyan or something.
It's a stylistic choice, yeah. But then he just cuts his hair, so it doesn't really matter. I don't foresee him getting any kind of forms or anything, but do you think he knows Ultra Instinct? If he does know Hakai, do you think he also knows UI and can actually use it, unlike Moro?
If what he was doing was Hakai, then that does open the possibility for UI. I know some people were already thinking that, but
that's a bit too much for me right now.
Yeah, that's a bit. See, because here's the thing: the reason why I could imagine at least the Hakai is because we know Vegeta, with like one day of training already Hakai, or even like less than one day, Hakai to Small Pebble, and then we know Goku was able to do a mimic version of the Hakai after seeing it, I don't know, once or twice in his life. So at least with UI though, we know for a fact, no matter how much of a genius Vegeta is, he struggled trying to even replicate the Hakai at all.
You mean the UI?
Wait, excuse me?
You said Hakai, you mean UI?
Yeah, UI. Yeah, my bad.
Gotcha, yeah.
Like, it took him, he couldn't even do it. He tried to do it in the tournament. He did not succeed at all. Right. So it's like, at least with Hakai, maybe, but UI, I don't know. I think you need specifically angel training for that. Now, I know Roshi had that little thing with Jiren, but like the actual Omen version, and then which will lead into the silver hair, I think you need angel training for that specifically,
Yeah, I think you need deity training for all of this. That's why I'm very skeptical on it being the Hakai. If it turns out that it is the Hakai, then all that does, in my opinion, is make the Hakai technique less special. Because when Beerus first did it on Zamasu, it was a great moment. And then we saw it a little bit more. We saw Topo do it, and then, Sidelna or whatever, the Universe 9 God Destruction. We've seen other characters do it. But, I don't know, man. Having mortals just do it like, is it the Hakai garage sale, bro? Like the Super Saiyan bargain sale? Like
the Super Saiyan bargain sale, yeah.
I don't want to see that. But at the same time, if it is that, if he does know it, then that means that Frieza's probably going to be history. Because if he can do the Hakai, Frieza's done for. And same thing with other things, too. I mean, who knows where it's going to go? But I don't know. So far, he's looking fine. But not enough yet to sell me on him being. I mean, I know he's the strongest. They're lying to us about that, but we haven't seen any truly crazy feats from him just yet.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a minute before we get that. I mean, I know the chapter teased the Saiyans versus Granolah, but, you know, for sure Frieza has to be in this arc. You know, we're going to see him at one point, and
no, he will be.
Yeah,
question.
So, you know, we're going to see him battle Granolah, which, I mean, who knows, bro? Maybe even Frieza's going to be stronger this arc. That was kind of foreshadowed in the Broly movie, which we discussed about Vegeta being like the guy who wants to be the one to take out Frieza because he's worried about Frieza training, you know? Right at the beginning of the movie, he mentioned the dude showed up after 4 months with a brand new form and kicked their ass, you know, until the form gave out. So
right. So he's got a lot of potential. We'll see. Anyways, let us know in the comments what you think about Granolah's new power, and let us know what abilities you think he has and what abilities you think he might get, or what do you want him to get. Let me know, because I want to know what people are saying about this. And done.